So if you're still playing 2 Engine Room, or if maybe you are struggling with 2 Engine Room gameplay, then guess what? Oh yeah, this video is going to be for you. Get ready for this hole. Remember, again, we've got those aggressive cannons on the beach here, which will be in range of brick there, which is exactly why we do start things off with that one boat of heavies to draw in that cannon fire. Then we drop brick. You can see both cannons firing at once do actually take out one of the heavies there, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 clusters. That's the 5th one right there. And just like that, look, wow, absolutely incredible. Look at that.
Who? Me?
This is the most fun I think I've ever had with 2 Engine Room gameplay in Warships, and we're going to talk all about it. Let's do this. Good morning, good afternoon, and yes, good evening, Skull Army and friends. It's your boy, your friendly neighborhood SkullCrusher, and yes, we're coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. And in today's video, 2 Engine Room gameplay, Warships Season 39 power up.
Yes!
And holy smokes, honestly, so much fun. So much fun. 2 Engine Room is literally all about making a bigger hole than your opponent, and then just sending your heavies. I mean, I guess you could go in with heavies. Yeah, that's all we got for 2 ER. It is a brick cluster buster, heavy, free, clear madness here. And you know what? I was lucky enough to actually hit rank 15 on stream yesterday with the make a bigger hole than my opponent. Honestly, we got a beautiful 8-2 log here with 8 wins and 2 losses, and I'm going to show you how big these holes have gotten and how we're sending these heavies as well. So if you're still playing 2 Engine Room, or if maybe you are struggling with 2 Engine Room gameplay, then guess what? Oh yeah, this video is going to be for you. Let's start things off here with Scorpion 61. So most 2 Engine Room layouts is pretty much like myself here. You're going to have most of the defenses literally right up front here, and the whole point is to literally send brick first, and you want to give at least a couple seconds delay, then dropping the rest of your heavies, either in a vertical delayed drop or a staggered drop across the ramp there. But you drop a brick in first there, and then you just spam the living crap out of your cluster grenade. Depending on how much gunboat energy you have, honestly, you're just going to keep going, you know, spam. You want to see that not enough gunboat energy ability on your screen there. So the first hole, pretty big here. Then we've got Sierra 1 here. Again, you know, a lot of players are fizzling for 2 Engine Room gameplay. We start this one off here. You can see that we actually dropped the heavies first. This one was a little bit different because we had the bulk of the cannons and the defenses in the back there. So kind of like 2 lines of defenses. The first line of just, you know, splash damage with the flamethrowers and the machine guns. And then the second line, honestly, a little bit more splash mixed in there, but the cannons. And this is where we're just spamming that cluster buster. I don't think you're getting away with using any other hero ability with brick for 2 Engine Room gameplay other than the cluster buster. And as you can see here, we were able to get 1 Engine Room, and brick took it like a champ, going up against the sniper and the cannon there. I think the last heavy did retreat. Yeah, we got one going home. But it was still enough to get the win here. And of course, we got Max here. Shout out to Max here. I think Max had a horrible disconnect, but again, we had a horrible fizzle as well. Luckily, you know, this is a perfect example of when, you know, the boom gods are just going to be on your side. Hashtag when your opponent is more noob than you. I'm kidding. There's really nothing you can do with regards to a disconnect here. Yo, brick, I don't even think we were able to actually finish off the rest of our cluster. Brick actually got smashed by a cannon on the ramp there, but as you can see, the heavies are dwindling. We were able to actually pick up a few of the defenses. I was more than positive we were going to lose this, but due to Max disconnecting, we were able to walk away with it. And as we do continue after Max, we've got our CCF here, our Chinese character friend. This was a beautiful hole done by Brick here. So we've got that 1 cannon on the beach there, and of course that's there to intimidate Brick here. So we do actually start things off with 1 boat of heavies to draw in that cannon fire, and then we have Sergeant Brick coming out to play right after the heavies there. And as you can see, Brick with that beautiful cluster. Look at the size of that hole right there. Literally opened up the middle. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And as we continue here, this is just that heavy free clear. Any additional gunboat energy that we have left for cluster, I think we do save it for the last engine room. I think we had one right there, and a beautiful cluster to finish it off at the end there. We got Brick literally rocking out here. Actually, she might be having a seizure. We might. Oh no, she's good. No, never mind. Okay, can somebody please call Dr. Kavan? And as we do continue past our CCF here, we had a good, actually, you know what, we lost this, but I'm going to show you the hit anyways. The opponent had a really good 311. We were a little bit slower with 255, but you know, this one we've got the 3 boats of heavies and then brick, because we've got those cannons all over the ramp there. And you know what, everything is going to be in range with brick here, and this was all about spamming that grenade. And look at that, absolutely beautiful. I mean, bricks. First off, brick is completely underrated, and second off, I think her cluster grenade is absolutely underrated as well. And as you can see, you know, great job dealing initial damage right off the bat there with brick and that cluster grenade. We did start things off with those first 3 boats of heavies to draw in that aggressive cannon fire directly on the ramp there, and a beautiful free clear to the finish. Boom! Goes the dynamite. And of course, after our CCF loss there, we do have Orchestra here. Again, we both fizzled pretty hard, but you know, I fizzled doing 76% damage, and Orchestra did fizzle with 48% damage. You know, again, pretty nasty there. This was my problem. We dropped brick on the far left side of the ramp there. Brick's always got to go in the middle. We did open up a nice little medium-sized hole on the left, but you want to get brick in the middle there, so you just literally open up everything. And I mean everything. And as you can see, just not enough mustard in the bottle as we did continue forward here, you know, slowly fizzling. Last of the heavies go down, and you know, but just we were lucky to get a little bit more damage than our opponent. And as we do continue past Orchestra, we do have our Arabic friend, I believe Arabic friend. I do apologize if I get that wrong here. As we start this one off, we've got that 1 boat of heavies there, and again, we're going with the 1 boat of heavies due to the fact there that we've got, you know, those cannons on the beach there, and those cannons will target brick, even the snipers. And you know, if the 2 snipers and the 2 cannons are firing simultaneously, brick does not stand a chance here. So we do want to get that 1 boat of heavies to come out first to draw in that aggressive cannon fire and sniper fire as well. So of course, you know, as the heavies do draw in the sniper and the cannon fire, you can see brick lining up. There's the first cluster, there's the second cluster, there's the third cluster, there's the 4th cluster, there's the 5th cluster, there's the 6th cluster, and just like that, I think we've got a, no, that was not a 7th cluster. Brick does actually fire a grenade from her rifle every time she does retarget a defense, and I think now it's just about managing the GBE until we do just pull in enough to fire off another cluster. And at this point, I pretty much try to save my clusters for any cannons either in the back, or we just aggressively save it for the engine rooms if we do make it through the defenses and have enough gunboat energy left over to fire that cluster. And as you can see, I think we did actually get a cluster off. Did we? Yeah, right at the very end there. Boom! Goes the dynamite. Very great hit right there. Of course, after our Arabic friend, we got Pepe right here. Pepe did fizzle, and again, we were able to get both engine rooms. So again, this one's just a little bit, I think this one's pretty much the same here. 1 boat of heavies in the middle there. Once again, then we've got brick following up here. We've got those heavies there because, of course, we want to draw in that sniper fire, and I think the mortar fire as well. If all 3 mortars and, you know, both snipers were firing at brick at once, we might have a little bit of a problem here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 spams. That's the 5th spam right there. And just absolutely beautiful. Just really opening up that middle, making a giant hole there to make room for our heavies to continue this madness here. And as we slowly do increase the speed of the attack here, you know, those machine guns are honestly no problem for our heavies here. I think we did have enough gunboat energy to fire off an additional cluster once we did make it to some of the cannons here. And of course, 1 right there. Beautiful. What happens here? We take it out, I think we do get 1 on the engine room. Yes, we do. A little additional damage to the mortar. And again, a slow and steady free clear here, finishing off the last of the engine rooms with that mortar being a little bit of a nuisance as well. Boom! Goes the dynamite. And of course, finishing it off, going to the boss fight to rank 15 as a 2 engine room, making a bigger hole than my opponent. I did defeat Groot. I am Groot. No, I'm actually SkullCrusher, but we beat Groot. Shout out to Groot. 312 is stupid aggressive here. I thought 311 was fast, but no. We literally stepped it up an additional second, and we pulled in a 312 here. Yeah, let's do this. Get ready for this hole. Remember, again, we've got those aggressive cannons on the beach here, which will be in range of brick there, which is exactly why we do start things off with that 1 boat of heavies to draw in that cannon fire. Then we drop brick. You can see both cannons firing at once do actually take out 1 of the heavies there, but 1, 2, 3, 4 4 clusters. That's the 5th one right there. And just like that, look, wow, absolutely incredible. Look at that. That is literally like almost a perfect circle. I'm kidding, it's not, because it's kind of cut off from the ramp there. But that is what I'm talking about when I'm saying we are just making a giant hole in the middle here. And then we send our heavies right up that hole. As we do progress the speed of the attack here, going to ×2, just a very unstoppable heavy meat shield, and you know, they're dealing some good damage as well here. Look at this split, beautiful. I think Brick actually was able to fire off another cluster. Yes, she was. And just like that, I think both engine rooms dropped around the same time. Boom goes the dynamite. Honestly, I don't think I could have asked for a better boss fight for rank 15 here. Yes, my chests are now currently maxed, and yes, my tokens are looking good, but we're gonna have a pretty crazy unlock spree going into 3 engine room. And you know what, both my other accounts, SkullCrusher and Captain Borealis, we're going Brick with the heavy max Grenadier. I'm honestly tempted to try some Kavan with heavy Zuka on this account here. But again, guys, for my tech tree here, just to show you what we have been doing here, Gunboat is at tick 4, heavies are maxed, Brick is maxed as well, and even that Gunboat energy node is only at tick 2. So you could actually have that GBE node maxed out and your Gunboat maxed out, and you should still be able to have more Gunboat energy to fire more cluster grenades at the start of the attack to make a bigger hole to take out more defenses, to literally just make it that much easier for your heavies. So 2 engine room, honestly, some of the most fun I think I've ever had for 2 engine room when it comes to Boom Beach Warships. Once again, Skull Army and friends, if you have made it this far into the video, do not forget to leave a like. It does mean the absolute world to me. It does help the channel grow, and yes, of course, the YouTube algorithm overlords absolutely love it. The channel now is also about 332 subscribers away from 10,000. So if you are new, and yes, metaphorically speaking, consider grabbing that stick of dynamite, lighting that set stick of dynamite, making your way over to that subscribe button, placing that light stick of dynamite beside the subscribe button. You will then run away, and that's right, Skull Army, blow up that subscribe button. We will officially be wrapping up today's video. Yeah, 2ER, freaking awesome. Bricks cluster buster, making the biggest hole you've ever seen in warships. But for now, yeah, you know, I think it's time to make like a Tom and cruise. We'll catch you later, my friends. Peace.